Now, when it comes to Dr. Umar Johnson, depending on how potent your BS meter is, right, you either support Umar Johnson or by now you see Umar Johnson for what he is, right? Now, if you still find yourself stuck in between those two opinions, watching this full video just may help your perspective on the pandering, Pan-African, King Kong hustling of the black community, Dr. Umar Johnson. Now, first, I was hesitant on speaking on this situation with Dr. Umar Johnson and his daughter, only because a lot of these times in these types of situations, man, it be two sides to every story. Now, and a lot of times, man, things don't be what they seem. But especially since Dr. Umar Johnson preaches heavy about the importance and the criticism of the men in the community stepping up, being fathers to their kids. So I definitely was hesitant and gave the benefit of the doubt. And then on top of that, I ended up seeing after Dr. Umar Johnson's daughter first called him out, and after his first response, he ended up reaching out directly towards her like a father should. But then the daughter ended up declining his offer and took to social media. Check this out, then we're going to come back.
This is what my dad responded to me. Good evening, Princess. Although I am very disappointed in your online behavior, I want to have lunch with you and your mother next Thursday or Friday. Please have her text me the day, time, and location for our meeting. You deserve to hear all of the truth from us together. We have much to discuss. I look forward to building the relationship with you that she never allowed us to have. With love, your father. So you decide to reach out to me because I outed you. You had all this time, you had all these chances to reach out to your daughter, but because I outed you on social media, now you want to sit down for lunch? You're a fraud. You're a hypocrite. You are everything that you say that you aren't. And you got on live responding to me, talking about some struggle stream, and talking about some, oh, I'm known in North Philly. If y'all needed to find me, y'all could have found me. Why the what do I have to find you for, sir? When you're my dad. Right? Like, now you want to have a talk because I outed you. Hold black men accountable. Hold them accountable.
Now, after seeing the daughter's response, I'm going to be honest, that did leave me questioning the daughter's full intentions, right? Even though Dr. Umar Johnson and any father, man, this is game. This is just some free game, free knowledge, man, if you in these type of situations. You can't start off trying to repair relationships with the blame game. I don't care even if you right. You know what I'm saying? If the mother was there, you starting off a kid ain't trying to hear the person is the problem that's been there for that child. So Dr. Umar Johnson was already getting off to the wrong start with pulling the blame game in that response. But I still salute him for the time being, should I say, not taking it off the internet and trying to reach out directly to his daughter. So I would give him that. And that's what made me hesitant with even trying to put my opinion on this, because at the end of the day, don't nobody know what both sides of the story is. But then Dr. Umar Johnson, Dr. Umar Johnson, just when all this dies down and you just think like, okay, maybe Dr. Umar is trying to, get offline and repair his relationships, his much needed relationships, practicing what he preached. No, that ain't the case. Dr. Umar Johnson resurfaces with this whole situation, his ego, his pandering, Pan-African self, and goes back and responds again. I want y'all to hear this response, then we gonna come back.
You gonna rot in hell for this shit. You gonna rot in hell, and I hope you do. You gonna rot in hell with all the demons. You gonna be burning in hell.
I told your mother I'm going to need a paternity test.
Pull-up season. So let me say this about the baby mama drama. There is a silver lining in this Mama Smurf, Baby Smurf scandal. There's a little piece of silver lining in this Mama Smurf, Baby Smurf scandal. And the little piece of silver lining, Amsterdam Africans send the invite. And that little piece of silver lining in the Mama Smurf, Baby Smurf dishonesty tour, dishonesty and revenge tour, the Mama Smurf, Baby Smurf dishonesty and revenge tour, the only silver lining about it is y'all making me go after my baby girl 50 times harder. Y'all making me go after my baby girl 50 times harder. So I done already sent the message to baby mama number 2, Miss Vegan. Baby mama number 2, Miss Vegan. Baby mama number 2, Miss Vegan. You have 2 weeks to produce my child, who you've been keeping from me while I've been paying child support. Just like baby mom number 1, it's deja vu. It's deja vu. Collecting my child support, denying me my child. Collecting my child support, denying me my child. Collecting my child support, denying me my child. So baby mama number 2, we talking to Miss Vegan right now. We ain't talking about Mama Smurf. She old news. She old crusty news. We talking about Mrs. Vegan right now. We ain't talking about Mama Smurf. That's old crusty news. We talking about Mrs. Vegan, baby mama number 2. You have until the eclipse of March 29th. You have until my Florida A&M University Black Psychology Conference return to produce my baby. If I do not meet and see my child by Saturday, March 29th, Mrs. Vegan, I will be going live, and I'm going to tell the whole world information you don't want them to know. And Mrs. Vegan, I don't want to put your business in the streets. You are the mother of my beautiful African princess. You are the mother of my beautiful African princess. And I respect you, Miss Vegan. I respect you. But you are not going to deny me my child anymore. We have a child support hearing coming up because you want more money. We have a child support hearing coming up because you want more money. We have a child support hearing coming up because you want more money. No problem. No problem. I will be at the child support hearing. But we're not talking about child support right now. We're talking about a relationship between the prince and the princess. We're talking about a relationship between Queen Kong and King Kong. I better see my baby in the next 2 weeks. You better text me, date, time, place. And once I see my child, you and I will schedule uninterrupted visits. Not in your house. We're not doing grandmama couch no more. I'm taking my daughter out with me, and she's going to spend quality time with me. She's going to go on the road with me. She's going to Africa with me. She's going to London with me. She's going to Jamaica with me. We're going to create a custody agreement outside of the white man. Oh, yes. Black self-determination. We're going to get back to Garveyism starting today. We're going to get back to Garveyism starting today. And all I'm going to say, you got 2 weeks where I'm going to go live and I'm going to tell some things that I know you don't want me to tell. Put me in touch with my daughter. Let's stop the nonsense. Since you had time to reach out to Mama Smurf and Baby Smurf, since you have time to go find Mama Smurf and Baby Smurf said that you said, Baby Smurf said that Miss Vegan found her mother to ask her if we were still in a relationship. Miss Vegan, is that true? Mrs. Vegan, according to my eldest child, Mrs. Vegan, according to my eldest child, you reached out to Mama Smurf to find out if I was still dating Mama Smurf. Listen, I didn't want to marry Mama Smurf when She had my child. I didn't want to marry Mama Smurf after she had my child, and I damn sure don't want Mama Smurf now. So you don't need to be asking Mama Smurf if we in a relationship. Absolutely not. Any woman that will deny a man his child has no right to be a wife to anyone. I'ma say it again. Any woman who denies a man a right to see his child has no business being anybody's wife. Black men, it's time to unite.
Now let me tap into my BS meter for a second, right? Because I definitely smell some bullshit, straight up. What I just peeped is the pivot of the pandering. You mean to tell me now you trying to reunite the fellas after all this pandering you done did, all this criticizing, all this men need to get it together. And to be honest with you, you ain't said nothing wrong. Everything you said, I agree with, far as how us men need to step up in the black community. But the reality is, you need to practice what you preach, brother. You claim you got a mission out here. If you ask me, your biggest mission out here is to get your own house in order, to take care of your own babies. Your own babies need you more than any other man's babies, man. And that's a fact, Dr. Umar Johnson. So my BS meter is going off like a smoke alarm right now. You know what I'm saying? Straight up BS, man. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, before I finish, I want to play one last clip of Dr. Umar Johnson's daughter. And then we going to end this. And like I said, if you're stuck in between two opinions, by the end of this video, you just may be fully decided on either opinion. Check this out.
Different. If y'all know Dr. Umar, y'all know how he preach about black women and black men need to be together. He reps the black community so much, but you have 2 daughters and you're not in their life. That's
So you definitely deserve a conversation. I don't feel like it's not your fault or your mom's fault. Can't nobody make a man do nothing. You know what I'm saying? A man gonna take care of their kids, especially somebody who advocate the way that he do. I feel as though no matter what, being as though you here, if he didn't want you or if he did, whatever the case may be, you still here, you still his child, he still have a responsibility to you.
The reality of this situation is Dr. Umar Johnson is more worried about his bottom line. And this got him looking crazy. This got him being exposed. And he jumping out the window. He cared more about his bottom line than really trying to get these relationships together. And that's why he playing the blame game, jumping online, trying to do this and that. In reality, man, get your house in order, man. Stop all that pandering, all that hustling for a second, man. Get them babies together, man. Get them together and be a real Papa Smurf. And that's a fact. You been exposed, man. Get your shit together. Straight up. It is what it is, Dr. Umar Johnson, man. Listen, time reveals all fraud. It just is what it is. This Bezo. Y'all like, y'all share, y'all subscribe, man. Let me know what y'all think of this, man. Dr. Umar Johnson.